Weigl looking towards Odegaard. Ravel, ambitious, but brilliant! I don't believe it! I swear I do not believe it! And they are back on terms!
Hello, welcome to the Rotherham United podcast. This is the post-match show. That were all right, that wasn't it? We needed that.
Yes.
So yeah, have that, Derby. Not bad. Should we just? Is that it and go? Are we done?
Anyway, so it's tea time.
It's what?
It's tea time. See you later.
1-0 win. Jamie Lindsay, 86th minute. Deserved win. Ben, initial thoughts. Did you break anything when you were jumping around, or is everybody all right?
No, I didn't. Someone I was watching it with threw a cushion at the TV, though. Nearly blocked TV. Yeah, they were awful. They were awful.
It was a poor game of football, wasn't it?
Their centre back, I think his name is it Clark.
Matt Clark.
The seeding airline.
He looked about 400 years old, didn't he?
Yeah, he was awful. Honestly, he couldn't string a pass together.
Yeah.
They were poor, weren't they? Particularly in that first half. I mean, virtually every ball they played went out of play. Not even Rotherham played it went out of play. You know what I mean? It was really poor in the first half. But like you said, Ben, I think as a whole, the game itself, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It looked like two teams that were struggling towards bottom of the championship.
Yeah, it did.
But start from the beginning, we'll just give briefly the rundown. Is we had a goal disallowed in the first half. Mr. Linnington was the referee. We didn't do a referee watch before the game.
No, we didn't, did we? No. Could do it after. We'll do it in a bit, though. Don't worry.
Disallowed goal, which it's difficult to tell because from the replays.
Yeah.
If he got a touch, which it looks like he did, then he shouldn't have been offside. But the replays were not brilliant.
We'll go on to it in detail.
When? Do you want to do it now? Or?
Well, can if you want.
Start from the beginning.
I think it was offside either way. I think, personally. From what I saw, it's so hard to tell, though, from that camera angle.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have the proper side on, so it's nearly impossible to tell because you can't see all players on pitch. So
I think my instinct was it was offside. That was my instinct.
Yeah, same.
Mick, go on.
My instinct was that it wasn't. Had Icky got a touch, and I think he did get a touch. But anyway, either way, it's irrelevant now, isn't it? It's you know what I mean. But at the time, I was a little bit disappointed. I'll be honest.
Very. A little bit underplayed.
Yeah. Rather frustrated. I think is the better way.
Woody took it brilliantly.
Oh God, It was such a beautiful finish, wasn't it? It was beautiful. Torres-esque, wasn't it?
I think he's still got sort of aspirations to be a bit of a striker, hasn't he? I think in his sort of in his twilight years as a number 9. But it was a great finish.
Yeah.
A couple of comments are coming already, so get involved if you can. Sean Thompson just simply up the Millers, and Curtis Cooper, proper result that 1,000,000% to use a Ben word. If you look at the table now, what we're level on points, we're Wednesday behind on goal difference. There's a bit of a gap to QPR, but we've got a couple of games in hand to them, and they've been awful. Yeah. It was a very, very big result, and we need to try and follow up on Tuesday. They should have had, still on ref watch, they should have a man sent off, Ben. Mick, sorry. I know you like...
I mean, what the hell? I mean, that has to rank up there amongst one of the worst decisions of the season.
Probably,
that was just pure and simple lack of bottle.
Big time.
That's all that was. That was disgraceful refereeing. I mean, I know it didn't impact on the game, but it could have done. You couldn't get a clearer yellow card.
I know.
Well, I can't think unless he'd actually bent down and picked the ball up and thrown it out of play or whatever. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he'd have done anything more than he did, it would have been a straight red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was just it was dreadful refereeing that. But I mean, thankfully it didn't impact on the game. But it could quite easily have done. And had we lost that game, you know what I mean? You've got to look back at. You would have to then look back at that decision amongst whatever the way that we played as well. But dreadful.
Agreed. Radio Russ on Twitter. Hi guys, who is your Miller's man of the match? Now Ben would normally go for Matt or Sunday. So before we give our names of who is the man of the match, what do you think then? I thought Olsen was quiet today, to put it politely.
I agree. I think a lot of the team looked tired.
Yeah, which is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, very tired. From about the 40th minute, from about the 20th minute, Crook started to go a little bit, and then the rest of the team. Oh, Sunday didn't get. I don't think he's got into the swing of it. Still good, consistent job. But he's not my man at match. I'm not really sure who is my man at match. You might have to go to Wales.
That's not what Mick says.
So that's usually mine. That for me, I have to go before he scored the goal. I would have gone for Jamie Lindsay. The goal was just like that. That just kind of put tin hat on it. But he was everywhere today. He was typical Jamie Lindsay for me. Wherever that central midfield, that Derby central midfield turned, they were looking at Jamie Lindsay. He did a fantastic job. So yeah, for me, Jamie Lindsay gets my vote.
I'm going that. I thought he was outstanding, absolutely outstanding. Lindsay's. We saw glimpses of this last season. Sorry, you're all right, boys.
Yeah, I'm all right. We did see glimpses of it, and I just want to interrupt your match day summary, just so we can just put on here the fact that obviously we've got a lot of Millers looking at this live. We've got a Wednesday fan on here hijacking our live broadcast. So I don't think we'll be signing Adebayo. I think he'd be far more suited down at Swillsborough. Down there with his attitude towards everything, really, don't you?
Yeah. Agreed.
Anyway, carry on, Matt. Sorry.
Lindsay, amazing. I think we saw glimpses this last season, but it got interrupted because of non-footballing things, because family, whatever happened last year. It got interrupted and he couldn't get back into the team. He's got his place back this season, and he's looked absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, he has.
And he's had goals. There's 3 goals now this season. He had 1 last season against Rochdale.
Yeah.
This is what we need. We need goals from other areas of the team to win games like this.
He's a player that's developing into. He's a player that's developing. A good point here from Callum. To be fair, it's worth a consideration for Jamal Blackman. Some cracking saves in that first half, in particular, that literally did keep us in the game. He's been criticised in the past for his not commanding his area. If you think that's the case, then it might be worth just tweeting or Instagramming Angus MacDonald, asking how he feels having been taken clean out by him. I think Blackman had a really good game today. Kicking was excellent. I don't think he put one out there.
There might have been one, I think, that was wayward, but for his normal level, it was very good. His kicking. I
think that's a good shout. To be honest, I think he had a good game. I don't think he was my man at match, but he had a very, very good game.
There was a moment in injury time where he caught the ball and then sort of dropped it. I stopped breathing for a brief moment.
He had a one-hander as well. He went for a one-hander, didn't he? At the top corner as well, which made me laugh a bit. But
yeah, I agree. Blackman were very, very good today. IUFC Chris, I said, how did we manage without Miller and Vassell? A lot of people were upset about getting rid of what are effectively fringe players. Well, managed fine. Smith had a really good game. Miller wouldn't have played anyway, obviously. Freddie came on and ran about a lot. He didn't get involved But if you're going to play Freddie up top on his own, I don't think he's going to get involved.
No.
Ben, thoughts on that? What thoughts on Freddie? I mean, it was only a very brief cameo, I suppose. But
Yeah, I didn't really want him to come on when he did. I was kind of disappointed, but who else are you going to bring on? Do you know what I mean?
First.
Can't. Yeah, he could. Nah, I don't think it was the right game first to come on. We needed to win it. We needed to win it. I mean, Freddie did that thing in box towards the end where he tried taking on 10 players.
I was screaming. I was screaming at telly, "What are you doing? Taking it really corner."
That really annoyed me.
What he's doing is trying to get himself a place in team, isn't he, by getting that second goal. Bit naive, really. I think that
very naive. And a bit selfish, to be fair. In fact, if they go up and scored at them, which they did have an attack, then it basically cost us 2 points.
Yeah,
he's got to be game smart, and he has been in past. In the season, he's had moments where he's been much cleverer in terms of the game. That was just basically brainless. It was just right. I want to score here, like you just said. Just cement my place in team. Forget that, mate. Take it in corner. Sammy Tux on Twitter. Simple question right now: do we stay up, or yes or no? Mick, we're still not halfway through the season, but we've beaten one of our relegation rivals, and they were absolutely garbage. I know we didn't play particularly well today, but they were garbage.
Yeah.
Just are we staying up?
If you'd asked me this question before today, I would have said yes, definitely.
Okay.
And I still say the same. We've got enough to stay up. Obviously, it depends on what happens between now and the end of the season in terms of COVID. Do we end up in a ridiculous points per game situation where we, one season we get promoted on points per game, and next season we get relegated on it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. But we've got enough to stay in this division. We have got enough in this team, and I'll stand corrected on this at 10 o'clock on Tuesday night, right? But we have got enough in terms of quality within this team, with the exception of somebody putting the ball in the back of the net, to be way away from the relegation zone. Yeah. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Stoke City. You know what I mean? We're playing them on Tuesday night, and I know now they'll probably come along and play like Barcelona and bang 7 past us. But we all know the difference in quality between the two sides is minimal. And we struggled today. We did struggle today at times. But, I mean, let's be fair, we were playing on a ploughed field and all, weren't we? You know what I mean?
That was weird. What's up with their pitch? I know they haven't got any money anymore, but surely they can afford a grounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awful, wasn't it?
Bizarre.
On comments again, Guy Lothar says, we will stay up. Wednesday will go down, and that'd be great. Yeah. Do you know if Wednesday and Derby go down?
Wow.
How amazing would that be? It worth us going down with them.
Yeah.
How funny it'd be.
Yeah, that would be a bit bizarre, wouldn't it? Derby are in trouble, aren't they? As a club, they're in trouble. You just look at the demeanour of everybody today and everything. It was just
you could see on Rooney's face that he regrets taking a job.
Lost, didn't he?
Yeah, he's not a clue what to do.
Well,
with that team. Well, what can you do?
You know what? I'm getting 100 grand a week in my back pocket. I'll stand there and look glum. I'll stand there and look happy. I'll stand there and look whatever you want me to do. Look, you know what I mean?
He's got no excuse either saying, I've just come into the club. He's been there since middle of last season as a player coach to start with. They've got problems. And with things as they are for Derby, I would be seriously looking, because they're not going to be able to bring signings in. If they're not under a transfer embargo, they will be very soon because they haven't paid the sodding players. Who's going to want to go to Derby because they're not paying the players? Yeah. There were nothing today that said to me that they look any good. All the chances they had were long-range efforts, which Blackman had. They were good efforts. No, the ones that Blackman had to make were good efforts, but they were edge at box or so many yards out. That I'm glad because they've overspent and not gone for the fans, but they've overspent and they're getting what they deserve. This is what should happen in football. If you overspend, you should get, and it doesn't work, you should get punished for it in terms of football, and they are. Yeah, they are. I mean, a lot of the teams we've played this season, even the ones that we've beaten, you can see
certain areas of quality where they've got a quality going forward, or you know what I mean. I can list probably 3 or 4: Wednesday, Derby, Stoke. I know I'm banging on about Stoke, who have no quality.
QPR,
they had that lad, that Bright Samuel, who's allegedly, I've just read, possibly just agreed to deal with Fenerbahce, which would be great for us if that's the case.
I think it's not till end of the season. I think it's a pre-contract agreement.
That's a shame. That's a bit of a shame. But Derby look in trouble, and good. They deserve to be at the club. The supporters don't deserve it. I accept that, but that's just football. We've got to think about ourselves, haven't we?
Yeah, big time. Ben Batham, great result for the Millers, for the lads. Bullshit should have seen red, but it's still a massive 3 points. Yeah, it's just a crazy bit of refereeing from Mr. Lillington, was it?
Well, it's bullshit refereeing, isn't it?
Very good, Mick. Well done.
Come on!
We'll move on to the goal because we haven't mentioned the goal. The free kick from Barley is so deserved a goal. It was such a good free kick.
Yeah.
It were half an inch from being perfection, Ben.
Yeah, I think he actually ran off celebrating on the replay. You see Crooks' reaction. But good for Mickey, good cross for Mickey.
Yes.
So he's done well, it bobbled. He's done well, and Woody dive-bombed into middle crowd of players and nearly got himself injured. But
yeah.
I think tell me about Lindsay scoring.
Lindsay
and Lindsay scoring as well. It took it well. Took it well first time, weren't it?
He took it better than that one about 5 minutes earlier.
Yeah. He miskicked that one, I think, didn't he?
Completely miskicked.
Yeah, definitely.
We deserved it. I know we didn't play very well. I think the issue with us today was that our best players didn't play particularly well all Sunday. We've mentioned all Sunday.
Yeah.
Matt Crooks had an okay game, but as soon as Crooksley got into a good position, he took an extra touch. He put himself into danger, or the cross, that cross where he ran away that left-hand side and put the ball into the box. It just wasn't quite right. He was on his left foot, which is not his strong foot, we know. That's what sort of cost us today, whereas last week everybody were on it and there was quality around the pitch. We tried really hard today, and the build-up play was quite good, but we did lack that quality, didn't we, Mick?
Yeah, we did. I was a bit disappointed in Crooksy today. I thought he had for him, I thought he had a poor game. I thought he could have done a lot better on a number of occasions, and then on a number of other occasions, it came out with ball where you never expected him to. But his final product wasn't there today. It looks tired. It looks tired to me. And whether it's the effects of COVID or not, I don't know. But yeah, we'll get him back on Tuesday night, hopefully. We'll have to wait and see whether there's any injuries out today as well.
Yeah, a good thing, Ben, is when we went 1-0 up, I know it was late on, but we didn't really look under threat. They had a couple of corners, but Blackman dealt with them really well, punching and whatever. Other than Freddie not taking ball into corner, they were throwing everything they had at us. It didn't really bother anybody, did it?
Not really. There was a point where it were a bit when they had a few corners in a row.
But they were all nothing corners, weren't they? They didn't really come to anything.
But
not even a shot.
I mean, when that guy fouled over Sunday, before the foul, that was a bit nerve-wracking. But apart from that, no, I think they were awful all throughout the game. Even when they did try and attack to get the win, I think they were awful, and they deserved to lose. They were really poor, and if that's what we were up against, it's going to be easy all season.
Yeah, I agree. It's I enjoyed it today. Well, I didn't enjoy it until we scored, and then when we scored, I didn't enjoy it because we thought we were going to throw it away.
So precisely, which bit did you enjoy then?
Do you know when the ball hit the back at net? I really enjoyed that bit. The referee blew his whistle. I enjoyed that bit. Every other minute and second was really stressful. I feel like it's more stressful not being at game. You obviously don't, but when you're at game, you feel like you have some sort of influence on it.
Yeah, you do, absolutely.
At home, I feel helpless.
Yeah, my wife's not a big fan of me watching football at home, particularly when Rotherham are playing. She's not a big fan at all. I'll be honest.
One of those, and we've had a few of these this season, but one of the moments where you just think, do you know, if we'd have been fans at ground, 86th minute against us not local rivals, relegation rivals, probably 2,000 Millers in a 30,000 seater stadium, it would just glorious.
It would have been one of those days, wouldn't it? It would have been one of those days.
Yeah.
So
it would. Back into the comments, Jamie Hamilton, a well-deserved 3 points. When the chef's fit, where would we play him? I assume that's Chio. Yeah, I think that's a big question. I think we'll probably talk about it in more detail on the podcast, which will come out on Monday through iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get that. Sadly, and Chio, it's going to be fascinating to see where they come in, because we're going to have to change system. You can't leave Chio and Sadler out week in, week out. I know Sadler was inconsistent, but he's clearly a very, very good player who needs to be playing games.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting. But on injury front, Ben, Clark Robinson came on. I know it was only 4 minutes or whatever it was, but to get somebody from long-term injury, even on pitch for 4 or 5 minutes, massive for their confidence and the belief in the management team that they've seen it right. He can go on and do all right for this period of time.
Yeah, he did an all right job as well. He was only on for, I can't remember what minute. I don't know what minute he come on. It was after the goal, I think.
Yeah,
it was.
But he didn't look amazing. Well, we can't really judge it, but he looked fit and it's good. I'm surprised he didn't bring McDonald on. I'd have thought he'd brought him on because we already had basically 4 centre backs on. But we did need a left footer because Harding, he's not left footed, and it's just more, defensive for a left back to have a left foot. It's just more natural and defensively sound, if you know what I mean. So it's definitely good. It's a good boost for the team, and I can't wait for Chio to be back because I just want him back. I miss him.
Yeah, I think you're right. I hope you're all right, Jamie. By the way, I hope you're well, mate. I think it's going to be difficult to put Chio to find a place for him, but we've got to. Even if that does mean changing positions or changing positions. You know what I mean? Change setup. Formation.
Yeah, well, according to Brecken in the commentary, Chio and Sadler will be on grass after the Stoke game, which is probably Wednesday, Thursday, whenever that may be. And we're not playing Saturday. There's no game in rearranged. We do play Saturday. Do play Tuesday. Sorry, don't play Saturday. Go on, mate.
Why is the Middlesbrough game not rearranged for next weekend when they're not in the cup? We're not in the cup. Neither of us are playing, and there's a free weekend.
We're playing on Tuesday, aren't we? So we're playing Saturday. We're playing on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, is that because it's closer to another game? So neither team get a rest between. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? It is ridiculous. Anyway, we'll talk about that on podcast when I've had time to get myself revved up for it.
Always Maddie, isn't he? Bless him.
I am.
This is what you like after we won 1-0. What you mean like after we lose?
Well, nobody will find out because I'm not doing a live show after we've lost.
Fair point. On Facebook comments, Stephen Gauntly. Good win to Rotherham United. Up the Millers. And unless you boys have got anything else, I think that's a good place to finish.
Sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does. So thank you all who have watched this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, we'll probably do some more. I don't think we'll do a post-match on Tuesday because it'll be like 10.
Yeah, I stole that and all.
And Ben will be in bed by 8 o'clock anyway. So we made a pre-match thing depending on work, basically.
Well, I think we'll be able to squeeze that in if people are interested. People are enjoying it. Certainly, we've had a lot of people watching it, so obviously people are enjoying it, and it's nice to be able to get people involved. Yeah. When it's still fresh. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes,
definitely.
I agree. So thank you very much. If you've enjoyed this, the podcast comes out on Monday and Fridays, pre-match, post-match. That's on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you can find the podcast, we're there. We do more of these videos. We did a video last night about Vass leaving. We'll do some more during the week as well. Just YouTube sort of exclusive ones, 5-10 minute videos talking about things like that. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have already liked the Facebook page and already follow us on Twitter, fantastic. If you don't, get on that. We're also on Instagram. Ben, at some point, will take over the Instagram account and manage that.
Yeah.
You can find time in his busy schedule.
Yeah.
But
I'm a busy
up
man.
the Millers. 3 points today, massive 3 points.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy your Saturday night. Have a beer, have a drink. Have a, I don't know, whatever you're doing Saturday night. I really hope you enjoy it. It's always better with 3 points under belt. Thank you very much, Mick. Thank you very much, Ben.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone who's commented and got involved. We shall see you all very, very soon. Cheers, guys.